tell us a bit about the decision you've made today and why you've made it?
Well, we've come to the conclusion that if you really believe in Brexit, as we do, that there's only one way to deliver that now, and that is to vote for the Conservative Party. We've supported the Brexit Party all along, but there's a serious risk, as we're seeing from some of the polls coming out on social media, there's a serious risk of splitting the Leave vote and allowing Jeremy Corbyn in, and that will be the absolutely worst thing, not only for Brexit, but for our country. And so, what we're saying to Labour voters, if you've never voted Conservative before, you haven't thought about Conservative because your families have always voted Labour, this is such an important and unique time in history. You have to vote Conservative just this once. You might like it. Who knows? You might like it and want to carry on. But this is a crucial time. Let's vote Conservative.
And when did you come to this decision?
Well, we've been considering it. I would say since Boris came back from Brussels with his deal, we had a different approach and a different viewpoint to the leadership of the Brexit Party, and we've been watching things unfold. And we just see serious dangers in voting for the Brexit Party now. If you want Brexit, which of course Brexiters do. It's just a mistake. It's a tactical mistake. You have to vote for the Conservative Party if you want to get Brexit delivered.
And there will be some Labour leavers who could never countenance voting Conservative but were hoping to vote for the Brexit Party so that they had an opportunity to have their voice heard as a leaver. What would you say to them?
I would say put a blindfold on, hold your nose, do whatever. Boris Johnson's Conservative Party is very different to Theresa May's Conservative Party. Boris Johnson really does believe in Brexit, and I've worked alongside him, or spoken alongside him I should say, and I've worked alongside Nigel Farage. They both believe in it. They're both passionate about getting it delivered, but it's only Boris that can actually get it delivered because he's the Prime Minister. Nigel Farage can't do that. And so you have to vote for Boris Johnson's deal now.
And there's been a lot of talk about trust and Boris Johnson in this campaign. Can you trust Boris Johnson?
On this issue, I trust him entirely. I think he did absolutely remarkably coming back from Brussels, with a deal. He had, the Ben Act, he had the entire Parliament trying to stifle it, and he achieved something that nobody believed he could achieve because the EU, and I've been over to the EU now, they are actually petrified of no deal. It is a negotiating lever. Nobody wants no deal. People want to have a good deal, a good trading relationship. Boris can deliver that. He needs to have a really good team, though, going forward. This is about the negotiation going forward, but we should bank the deal and move forward.
Well, first off, I'd like to say to Brexit Party people, it was a really hard decision for me to make, but this is the right decision to make. I do not want the Leave vote to be split. We need a majority for the Conservatives to be able to deliver Brexit. The only other option is Labour, and they will work towards cancelling Brexit, and they will work towards making it a Remain situation once again. They will go to a second referendum, which on the table will be a deal which absolutely is not Brexit, and it will be a complete revoke. So as far as I'm concerned, this is the only way forward, is to vote for the Conservative Party at this stage.
And why now rather than earlier in the campaign?
I think it's been a really long journey for us all, especially for myself. I've had my ummings and my ahs just thinking over such a big decision. I think at this stage, it's such late in the game, we really have to make it clear to voters, and particularly Brexit voters, what is most important. And the most important thing is getting a majority for the Conservatives.
And what conversations have you had with Nigel Farage about this? Has he tried to encourage you guys to stay?
Well, Nigel didn't know about it until this morning. We purposely kept things silent because we wanted to have an impact, to really get to voters across the country and say, guys, look, this is the options you have on the table. Unfortunately, we are in a two-system constitution, which means that only one party out of the two can win. And the only party offering that is the Conservative Party.
And you mentioned earlier that you might be going campaigning with some Conservatives. Has anyone reached out to you yet?
No, they haven't reached out to me. But quite frankly, I just want to, give a few calls around about. I've got a lot of friends left in the Brexit Party, hopefully. So I just want to give them a call and personally, say to them my reasons for it, and go back to people across the country who I've met over the past 3 years and talk to them and just explain to them why I've done this.